Like everyone else, I've gotten pretty obsessed with TikTok over the pandemic. Every now and then, Witchtok videos will pop up on my FYP. The videos can be hit or miss and sometimes can be really concerning. This video was inspired by the story of a girl who found someone through Witchtok who claimed to know her in a past life. That girl went on to tell her that her boyfriend was a demon and that she should take care of him spiritually. I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to put these girls on blast, but as you can guess, that sounds like some serious psychosis. So I figured I'd take a look and see what I could figure out in a week on Witchtok. So let's set some ground rules to begin. I will do my best to come to this with as little preconceived notions as possible. I'll spend 30 minutes on hashtag Witchtok a day for 7 days. I'll sort by most liked, but I can browse at my leisure. I'll only look at posts from yesterday. On the last day, I'll be focusing on the greatest hits, so I'll be setting all of the settings to most liked and all time. And lastly, proper credit for any video will be in the description and on screen. Okay, now that we've got that down, day one. So for my first 30 minutes, I found a lot of budget content, baby witch, memes, spells, readings, and about in that order. There was a lot of instructional content between baby witch and spells and readings. I think if I really wanted to get into being a witch, I probably could take a lot of information from TikTok to get started. 2 notes about demographics though. I noticed a lot of Spanish language content, and a lot of the people talking in English were femme presenting, though there were some men. Right now I don't get the feeling anyone would be bothered if a man started calling himself a witch, but I know witch can be a gendered term. Another thing I noticed was there were a few pages marketing their services as a medium/tarot reader. I don't know if there's a difference, so don't at me. One I found talked about doing a spirit guide reading of some sort. I didn't entirely understand what she was saying, but it sounded like she believed she was in contact with some powerful spiritual being watching over her subject. The last topic I wanted to end today on was some drama of sort. At Blue Dream 33 talked about people who were muscling into other people's practice by telling them, oh, you can't manifest or cast spells on that day. It's going to be a bad day. She termed them spiritual narcissists. I admit, I've seen some people talk about drama in the Witchtok community on my FYP because I'm a messy bitch and I love someone else's drama. I don't have much to say about it today, but I want to see if I find some more drama in the coming weeks. Day 2. I found a lot of the same themes, budget content, spells, memes, but I was exposed to some new ideas. Okay, I learned about a Greek frat, F-A-E, the Fae. The Fae are of course fairies. I came across a video that talked about how the Fae are tricksters that will mess with you and hide stuff. The video seemed to imply that there's a lot of known attributes of the Fae without going in depth on what they are. Hopefully I'll find some more videos about that tomorrow. Apparently there are people who identify as Sons of Cain. It was a very frantic video as the guy mixed together a spell with a bunch of ingredients. Cain seems to be the very same from the Bible, though I've never heard of any religious order around him, witchy or otherwise. I found a video from someone who seemed to be a Slavic pagan who had been selected to become a death doula. From the video, it seemed to be a figure who helps guide the dying, particularly animals, into the afterlife. I was extremely intrigued by this because I've never heard of a human acting in the role of a psychopomp.
In witchcraft, when you make moon water, there's nothing significant in the water. It's just the fact that it's been put under the moon. So theoretically, you could make moon piss.
Alright, now for that sweet, sweet drama. Today I have 2 things. Trisha Paytas is apparently pissing off the Witchtok community. They put out a video claiming that they've been a pagan since 4 years old without knowing it, and their comments were lit up with everyone saying they're going to hex and curse Trisha. And the last is Riot Adams put up a video. Apparently there's a Discord for Witchtok that is creating blacklists of creators and recommended creators. Riot Adams tears into the Discord. Day 3. So today some new themes cropped up. Religious pushback seems to be a major concern for the witches of TikTok. People in the community get pushback either from devout Christians or skeptics. This sometimes came up in the context of, oh yeah, then put a hex on me. Other times it came up in hateful comments in people's TikToks. And like, even if you don't believe the witches, why are you up in other people's business if no one is getting harmed? So the next was love spells. One video detailed how to cast a love forever spell, and another told a story of someone giving red carnelian while wearing it, and now they're dating. I was kind of surprised I haven't seen any up until now, largely because these are the kinds of things I've seen before. And usually it has been in the context of, don't do love spells, they're creepy, because like, one of you are trying to influence someone into loving you, which does feel icky. And then there's the part where a spell doesn't make for a great basis of a relationship, whether or not it's real or works or not. So, working with spirits and gods was brought up a lot today. I don't know if it was just the day for it or what. Anyway, I ran into quite a number of channels that claim to be working with demons like Lucifer, Belial, and Asmodeus. Other people talked about working with gods from all kinds of pantheons, Greek, Egyptian, Slavic. Apparently there is a lot of drama surrounding this. The way it sounds is that people are skeptical, especially if you have a new spiritual friend each week to feed the content beast.
Now we've all heard a witch make a "this is my banishing rock" joke, right? But may I introduce you to Rock in a Sock, the ultimate hex.
So, Right Adams, I mentioned him a couple days ago, I think. I got a follow-up. And they're talking about how they're sorry for bringing negativity into the space, but apparently this whole drama is leading to ban spamming. Day 4. So today was not a good day for Witchtok. It started off with a video that described mental health issues like disassociation and heightened emotionality, and then said if you're feeling this, then you might be chosen by Lilith. So I'm not against religious practices, but something about this feels dangerous. It could be a catalyst for stopping people from seeking help who need it. And speaking of, I saw a bunch of videos today calling out Witchtok for medical denialism. I really appreciated that considering the bad start for today. I don't want to single anyone out because it sounded like it might get them hate on Witchtok, but there seems to be two types of problems from what I saw. The first is people trying to cast spells to heal themselves. One video said that that's not a replacement for medicine, and it's obviously not. And the other issue bothered me a lot more. Apparently people are doing medical readings, like consulting tarot and other divination practices to help people. In a lot of states, this is basically practicing medicine without a license. I haven't run across anyone explicitly advertising this service, but I am really concerned that anyone feels the need to call it out. So the last thing I want to talk about today is toxic spell casting. There were like 7 to 10 videos from a single creator talking about how their spell jars hurt people, and I've already talked about hexes before, but like, each video just got progressively concerning. It almost sounded like she was selling hitman services and not spell jars. So, day 5. Today was pretty boring, honestly. I only got 3 new topics and a little tidbit. Apparently there's this thing called generational curses, like the curse in holes type deal. Someone said they were trying to work through theirs, but I didn't get much past that. My first video, yet again, starting off strong, was an obsession spell. I know I talk shit about this kind of thing on day 3, but I saw some more videos about obsession spells, and like, I'm just so curious as to why that's a thing people want. It doesn't sound like a healthy relationship, it sounds manipulative. And lastly, I was introduced to the idea of shadow work, which I feel like I can best summarize from the videos as therapy, but self-guided. This seems like a really good thing to be talking to people about, so I'm happy it's on Witchtok. Day 6. So after 6 days, there wasn't much new. Trisha Paytas came through with that sweet, sweet drama for me, and they lit up commentary all across TikTok. First, I want to say that their videos weren't particularly offensive or anything, but you wouldn't know that from the comments and stitches. Everyone was lighting into them about this and that. I know Trisha has a reputation for putting on identities only to throw them off not so long after, but I don't really get Witchtok's hostility over these videos, so... And the last thing I wanted to tell you is I learned how to charge crystals. Here's a short clip.
Welcome to Shut the Fuck Up and Learn Some Witchcraft. I'm so tired, so listen up, grab a fucking pen. Today we're learning how to charge a crystal. So hold it in your hands and literally meditate till your hands are shaking and you're forcing that energy into the crystal.
Day 7. Honestly, it would be easier to just give you a supercut of all the hits.
I know my girlfriend. I saw a girl check in with her soulmate, so I tried to. My mouth started hurting, and then I realized my ex just had his wisdom teeth taken out. Did anyone else get superpowers after getting vaccinated?
How to make someone think of you 24/7. On a piece of paper, write their name vertically 3 times. Next, write your name horizontally 3 times.
Y'all know how we talk about purposeful misinformation, right? Well, this is one of those cases. Because see, technically, she's not wrong. They won't be able to stop thinking about you because they'll be fucking obsessed.
I remember when I lost my mind.
So my week on Witchtok was pretty fun, actually. There were a few genuinely funny videos and some interesting things that I've never heard before, but also a lot of concerning things too. I'll give you a few of my hot takes, but make sure you leave yours in the comments too. So many people are in Witchcraft to stroke their ego. Everyone and their brother is there to sell something. A lot of things they talk about could veer people off into some really dangerous territory, like medical readings and love spells, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some people hiding on Witchtok that are basically a part of the hippie to alt-right pipeline, though I'm not gonna single anyone out, but I got the vibe sometimes. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Next week I am looking into a Skinwalker story from Reddit.